Went looking for us. I don't see us.
No. We're going to see this sweet little opener right now. You ready for it, Hank?
Okay, I'm ready. Here we go.
What? Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a visual.
Proud of it. All right, there's our new intro, Hank, again.
Hey.
Take two.
I was beginning to think I was the only male there. You see, folks, if you're just watching us live, we've already done this little shtick before.
Well, if you were listening to us on Lemonade,
right.
You're like, why are we redoing this, guys? We're redoing it because we didn't hit the live button. I can't handle all of the things. I'm on the radio. We're on the YouTube channel, Roku TV. There are lots of buttons to push in the morning. So if you throw any kind of wrench in my morning routine, it's going to be off. It's going to be off.
We'll just say it's because you're not feeling.
I'm not my 100%.
I'm
not definitely
100%.
Not.
There we go.
I'm not even 30. But I'm here. I'm going to see my primary again today and see how I'm doing because I'm not doing so hot. I have strep throat yesterday.
There we are. Well, I'm glad you're better. I mean, every time I see you or I come here, it's like, how you doing? It's like, oh my gosh.
I'm not.
Are you itchy anymore? I mean, not that.
Yes, I was still at the doctor. Now I'm on antihistamine therapy, which is, has anybody ever had to deal with this? Antihistamine therapy. Basically, it's like Claritin for breakfast, Pepcid for lunch, and then it's Benadryl for dinner. I'm tired.
Yeah, and this is and this is still for the shingles. Well, Mari's the expert on the shingles, so.
Good morning, JT. Thanks for joining us. When is your little butt going to come over and be on the show? After I'm not going to spread any disgustingness to you.
Right.
You're outside of the window.
She makes me come.
You're outside the window of contagion, Hank.
Okay, I know.
Let's be honest. You're not a spring chicken flourishing right now, hacking, sneezing, wheezing with watery eyes over here.
I know, but I'm better than I was. I'm getting better. Slowly but surely, I'm getting better.
Spring can't come fast enough.
I saw a weather forecast yesterday, and apparently we're coming up on almost the end of meteorological winter.
Right. Just because the months change doesn't mean it makes it any better.
Oh, I know.
January's been one for the books.
No sun. Maybe sun today.
End.
Maybe sun today. Maybe.
Yeah. Please wear your hazmat jumpsuit when you visit us.
Yeah.
Like the Willy Wonka one. You can be Mike TV. We'll both get in jumpsuits. It'll be safe that way.
That's right.
I'll mic us up from the inside. Join us for that show.
So you had an appearance last night that you didn't do.
Yeah.
But Cliff pinched hit.
Yep, he did. He was there working. Good morning, Nate. Good morning, Beth. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so Cliff did trivia all by himself. I asked if he wanted to get a co-host, and he was like, I'm just gonna do it.
Oh, all right. Well, let Dee knows
I'm
right around the corner. I mean, I'll come down and give him a hand.
He loves his Dinos, especially he was excited to roll out one of the visual rounds that he had made yesterday, idioms.
Oh, okay. Idioms.
I told him I didn't like it. And then he was like, everybody loved it. Oh. I was like, well, I wasn't there. So
what didn't you like about it?
I just didn't like it. It was AI generated pictures.
Okay.
So I just, there's something about AI photos. I can tell they're AI photos and I just don't like them.
Yeah, you can tell. One of the things that real estate agents are doing now, real estate agents are notorious for never updating their headshot. They use the same headshot for like 20 years.
Right.
Well, what they're doing now is they're using AI to update their headshot.
I actually had to do that on a website for a friend.
And it's like, okay, but that's not you either.
It still looked like her, and it was a fairly recent photo. She just needed it to have a better outfit on.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I got this. And she was like, wow, that's actually scary. Right. But yeah, thank you.
No, a couple of people we know have done it, and it's like, you know what? You look like you're 17 and in high school.
I got you, Robert. I have been inundated with all kinds of interesting projects that are coming our way here at Lemon ADO, and I can't really get into the nitty gritty.
Oh, okay.
We've just been really busy, and I've been working like behind my computer, which has been nice. And we've got a new girl. Our new girl was supposed to start yesterday. She had COVID.
Oh, jeez.
Stay home. I'm like, stay home. I have strep throat. None of us are good. None of us are okay here. And I'm so glad that 2020 did happen, because we're okay to say we're not good. We're going to have to just reschedule. And most people are okay with that because they really understand. I don't want that either.
No. And actually, that is a plus, that we're not going into work and we're
forcing ourselves when we don't need to push ourselves. There'll be tomorrow.
Nope, it'll wait. It'll be there. It'll be on your desk tomorrow. It'll be in your email tomorrow if you work at home. Just see, and the nice thing too about being able to work at home now is you can't, even if you don't feel good, you get a couple things done. You know, and you're not necessarily taking.
Right.
Do they even have sick days anymore?
I don't know. Most companies have PTO. Say hello to your granddaughter.
Oh, hi. Hi, Mariana. How you doing, honey?
Papa over here was almost writing all kinds of things on your Facebook page. Sometimes I forget which one I'm logged into, and I start talking, and maybe a client sometimes.
Yep.
I'm like, whoopsies.
Right. Oh yeah. I do it to Mari all the time. Did I post this? I don't remember posting this on my page.
Right.
That's because you didn't.
It wasn't your page. Good morning, Lynn. Thanks for joining us. Mark, how the hell are ya? And what does Nate say? Bill Belichick only has 2 jobs left after many hirings last week. Down to Seattle and Washington.
There is something very odd about
Maybe he doesn't want to do it. Maybe he actually doesn't want to work there.
There we go. No, that's me that was on.
Oh, I was like, hey.
Actually, Nate, I sent a note to Jerry Thornton last night from Barstool Sports, who Mari and I know from his comedic side, asking him what he thought happened, what he thought went wrong.
Okay.
And I haven't heard yet, because the whole thing is just so bizarre.
Yeah.
That he left and everyone was saying, you know, Mr. Kraft said it's going to be so weird to see you on the sidelines, you know, in another hoodie. And Coach Mayo said that he would love to have, you know, Belichick's sons stay on the staff because they're good coaches, but obviously they can go everywhere their father goes. And then like nothing.
Yeah.
It's almost like there was a behind the scenes agreement or scenario and somebody backed out.
Well, we'll never know. Or
no.
we won't know for 20 years
until
someone's on their deathbed.
We'll see what Jerry says, Nate. I'll let you know.
Please give us the insider track. Good morning, Gloria. How are things in Canada?
Oh, Canada.
We haven't been to Canada in a while. I need an appointment over at the town hall to get our passports renewed.
Post office.
Town hall.
Town
Fast.
hall now?
Make an appointment. They get it done. They sit, stamp everything. Here you go. Done. Make an appointment. I'm telling you.
Really?
We did the post office, and I was like, no, I don't have time for this today. Town hall.
Good to know.
Just letting you know, easiest, wonderful. They're awesome.
Because we have to renew ours, and we have to get one for, and Megan has to renew hers, and we have to get one for Mariana.
Yeah.
Because somewhere on my to-do list, I know it's not a big deal, I want to take Mariana to Niagara Falls.
Oh, very cool.
I mean, as a kid,
Maid of the Mist.
That was one of the coolest places I remember going to as a kid. And the Maid of the Mist, and you stand behind the waterfall and everything. And I know she'd love it, but we want to stay on the Canadian side.
Oh, absolutely.
Not in Buffalo.
No,
all due respect to our friends from Buffalo, but no, I'm not going to stay there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
we do need today is National Plan a Vacation Day, so we're in the midst of planning Lily's graduation trip, and that is, I mean, really, given the events of the world in which we want to visit, it's precarious planning right now.
Well, I get it. This is our 35th wedding anniversary. This year.
Do we plan Poland? Do we not? I don't know.
And we've been thinking about, our original thought was for the last year or so, we were going to we have a couple of people that we work with who took the Italy to Greece cruise.
Yep.
And they loved it. But we're starting to think, nah, we really don't want to do that. Okay, so then where do we go that's kind of sort of close, but will be special and different? I mean, we go to Florida.
I would do that cruise. I'm not a big cruiser, but I would do that cruise just because it's like close ports.
Yeah.
So it's like not at sea a lot.
Mari's not big on it, so we're not going.
Yeah.
Um,
there is that.
There you go. I mean, that's it. And she doesn't. I know she's not looking forward to the long flight because Mari doesn't sleep on an airplane. I can sleep half the way to Italy easily.
Same.
Have something to eat, go back to sleep again, and it's fine because I did it a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
But, so we're trying to think of something that's appropriate for a 35th anniversary. Reasonably, I mean, that would be a nice trip, but not. And we just really haven't, Bermuda, well, maybe the Caribbean.
Go to the UK.
Yeah.
Go to London.
That's true.
It's cheapy to fly. It's less expensive than going to Florida. I'm not even kidding you.
Really?
And there's just so much to see.
Well, Mari said she did want to go to England sometime. So
I know you should go. You should definitely go. Gloria's only 2 hours from Niagara Falls.
Okay.
She said it's gray. Yeah.
Robert, every time someone mentions Niagara Falls, I think of the Three Stooges.
Why the Three Stooges? I just think of The Office because I love The Office.
Yep.
That's where Pam and Jim got married.
Right.
Niagara Falls. Such a good spot. My parents got married in Niagara Falls. So that was their honeymoon.
And how did that work out?
Well, they were married for 25 years.
Well, that's good.
I mean, I feel like they did a lot of time together.
Did a lot of time.
I don't know why they quit, but they should have quit whiles earlier.
I mean, at that point, once you get to 25, I don't know. Why.
Right? They just didn't like each other anymore. Okay. I didn't think they liked each other in the beginning, but it's none of my business.
Yeah, but they hung out with 25. Did they, with all due respect to them, did they do it for the kids?
No, they were miserable. They weren't doing anything for us other than being miserable near us.
Oh, okay.
They were great parents separately.
But collectively,
terrible.
Okay.
Not fun to hang around with. Do not recommend.
And notice I'm not asking how mom is.
We're just I can't deal with her. I can't. Sometimes family members, I just need a really long pause, like maybe forever. I'm fine with it.
Oh, jeez.
She's not a nice person.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes you are around people that are just not nice people. It sucks that I happen to be coming from one. It happens. You don't need to wallow in it.
Yeah.
Luckily, right now, the 3,000-mile buffer zone is a really nice buffer zone. I don't know if that's going to be interrupted soon. I got a text from my brother yesterday, and he never texts me. So I know it's a preemptive conversation. I'm just waiting to see what follows with, hey, how are you? How are things going?
Is the next text going to be, mom's coming?
Yeah, it's going to be, so, all right, we need to have a conversation. I'm like, oh, God.
What am I going to do with her?
That is your problem, bro.
Right.
Baby bro, tag. It's your turn.
Whenever it is, I'm busy.
I've got it. He doesn't have a family. He can deal with her. He's her family. Go. I got a family. I'm busy.
Right.
Very busy over here.
And I work nights.
Yeah, it's a lot right now. And especially since we've got a lot more coming onto the plate and we've got some new hires. So Lemonadio is going to be taking a lot of my time this year, as well as my daughter's graduating. That's a lot. New event every single day. She's in a play. She's in the chorus. She's in this. I got sports pants over here. Mom, I need a ride. Mom, I need a ride. I wish someone around here would get their license. We're keeping Uber single-handedly employed. Lyft won't use us anymore because they won't transport children under 21.
Oh, really?
So annoying.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right? Neither did I when I dispatched them to get my child. And he was like, Mom, they won't pick me up. I'm like, oh my God. Meanwhile, I'm in the middle of a board meeting and I'm texting anyone and everyone, could someone pick up my child?
Right.
Because I'm that mom. Sorry. Just so ridiculous. JT was next to me on that one. It was just absolutely ridiculous. He's like, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
Right. I'll return the favor sometime.
Seriously,
when I have time.
What is everybody else doing? Is anybody planning any fun vacations? Please say yes. Please let me vicariously vacation through you. Let me know what you're doing out
we're
there.
Going to Orlando at the end of February.
See, that's fun.
For a weekend.
I mean, that was our family vacation. We had a house there, so that every single time there was a vacation to be had, we went there. Yeah. So for me, that's why I like to travel anywhere but there with my kids.
Yeah.
We will visit. My aunt lives in Jacksonville. My dad's in New Smyrna and his winter home. Must be nice, old man. I'm sending the kids for February vacation.
There you go.
Get ready. He tried to tell me when he first moved down there that it's a 55 plus community. You can't have the kids. That's not how that works.
No, that's not how that works. I live in one of them. That's not how it works.
I really appreciated it, though. He was dead serious. But then he started hanging out with them a little bit more and they're older. Yeah. So he's like, oh, no, they can come. I know they can come, Dad.
Right. The 55, if the kids are really small, the 55 and older community is
like,
really
I
hard.
get it, but they're not 4 and 5 anymore.
No.
They're 15 and 17.
They're going to hang out.
They're fine.
They're going to hang out. They're going to go down the pool. They're going to come back. They're going to hang out. You're going to take them out to supper. They're going to.
Oh, don't get me wrong. They fight. When they fight, they're like garbage cats. Like dumpster cats. I don't even know what the hell those two are doing up there.
See, I can't believe that. Lily is such a sweet girl.
You're snowed, Hank. You are snowed. You haven't seen the real Lily. 17-year-old girl. So sweet. Every mother or father out there with a 17-year-old knows exactly what that is.
Yeah, it was funny. They reach a certain age and all of a sudden they know how to slam the door.
What?
I remember that moment. I forget how old Megan was. That all of a sudden we were discussing something and she got upset and she went upstairs and she slammed the door. And we were like, where did she learn
There
that
she
from?
is.
Huh? Where did that come from? Mary and I aren't door slammers or anything. So it's like, where did she learn to slam the door?
I've had this conversation many, many times as I've raised 3 teenage girls. And this is my last teenage girl. That when girls become like 15, I feel like they should go live on an island somewhere. And if they make it back to 21, they can come back and live in civilized society because there is something psychotic that happens to them at that age bracket. And it just needs to go. Get your hormones out. Come on back to us afterwards. Let us know.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's tough to deal with.
It's a lot. Know. Yeah. It is a lot. You've got a house full of girls.
Oh, I know.
You know what that's like, Hank?
Oh, I know. No, I do. I mean, but growing up, boys didn't do that.
No.
We just kind of grumped along.
That's it.
You know?
We call it harumping.
Yeah.
All I get. Mopey pants.
Yeah. Well, when I was 17, my high school closed.
Really?
Yes. Well, they tried to close it. Well, they closed it, but then our parents convinced them to keep it open so that we could graduate.
Really?
Yes.
What happened?
Well, excuse me. I had the
picture of health.
Oh, I know it, aren't I? No, I went to a Jesuit high school and a lot of younger Jesuits there, and they decided that teaching middle-class kids wasn't where it was at, and they wanted to go into the inner city.
Oh,
wonderful, great, no problem with that, except they had a high school full of full of boys. And they told us, well, you could go to BC High. Well, we were all accepted at BC High and we didn't want to go.
Oh.
So they even said to us, that was their first thing, well, you can graduate from BC High. And all our parents were like, no.
Interesting.
So they opened for us. They were really smart. We had 3 years of 3 semesters of academics. And then that 4th semester, when senior-itis creeps in, they abolished classes and they had like activities.
Yeah.
If you were a jock, they had like a course on how to be a referee.
Yeah.
Or it was really cool. But the funniest thing about it is one of our classmates' mother was a retired math teacher, and she came on the faculty to teach. She was a god-awful teacher, and I felt so bad for Jim. But there was another math teacher, an older Jesuit. I mean, an older, straight-laced Jesuit.
I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Father Greenler.
Right.
God bless you, Father Greenler. I'm sure you're no longer with us. And we would notice that Father Greenler and Mrs. Moran were like in the computer room with the door closed all the time.
Interesting. Good morning.
They ended up getting married.
See, I like that story, though. You know what? You fall in love. You meet people. My aunt was a nun. We called her the singing nun. She played guitar, and she ran away with Uncle Jack.
Was he a priest?
He was not a priest.
Oh, okay.
He was a real estate agent.
Can't trust them dang real estate agents, now can you?
What's up, Hawk? Good morning. Good morning, Dave Hagner. Thanks for joining the show. Hank and I were talking about senioritis just a little bit. Lily's got a senior privilege this morning. She doesn't have to be at school until 9:30 because they're running programs for the 7th graders to come on up to the high school or whatever. And so
they don't want the older kids around.
No, I was shocked when she told me about it. I was like, oh, really? Oh, okay. But then the school automated message came on, and I was like, oh, here it is. And no, they're allowed their senior privilege.
Hey, Mari, it might be too late, but Mariana has a field trip today. I think you know that.
Whoopsies.
I hope she remembers that. They're going to the planetarium in Plymouth.
Cool.
I didn't know there was a planetarium in Plymouth.
I didn't know either.
There's a middle school. I think it's a middle school in Plymouth that has a planetarium.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We've got a solar eclipse coming up April 8th that we're going to be able to say. I think it's mostly visible. It's not like a full-on visibility situation, but April 8th, put it in your calendar because I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
It should be pretty awesome.
And there's a lunar eclipse too coming.
We got eclipses all over the place. Look
know.
at us. Speaking of eclipse, while I was on my deathbed yesterday, I ended up watching the Twilight series all day. I watched garbage television.
I guess you did.
Just trash. And my husband would walk in and be like, really? I'm sick. Leave me alone. That's what I did.
So that was something to miss, apparently.
That's what I did. Well, you know what? Yeah, and I rounded it out with 50 Shades of Grey. I literally watched garbage TV from start to finish yesterday.
Oh, that's terrible.
Half an hour. Well, it's good when you're like half conscious and half not.
Right.
Because it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about all those options now is when we were kids,
we had none.
We had none. The soap operas were on. If you were sick, home from school, sick,
Price is Right. Then the soap operas.
Then the soap operas like all afternoon. Like, oh my God.
Gotta love game shows. Speaking of which, we had our Wheel of Fortune contestant, Natasha from Yarmouth. She did very well.
Yes, she did. She won almost $6,000.
Yeah, not bad. You said she tripped up once.
Yeah, she tripped up once. But other than that, she was great. And the winner was somebody that got the trip. So that automatically, other than that, he didn't win very much, but he got the trip, which was like, I don't know, $8,000 or $9,000 or something. So I don't know if that's fair.
What do you mean?
When you win the trip, they count it in your earnings.
Yeah, I don't like that either, but somebody's got to pay taxes on it.
Right. Right. Speaking of which, this afternoon, and maybe even tomorrow on lunch break, I've seen a lot of articles lately about what goes on behind the scenes on game shows and other kind of live TV stuff.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to be talking about.
Cool.
Yeah. You know, like some of those cooking shows.
Yeah.
They really tell you in advance what you're going to have to make.
Oh, like Top Chef and stuff like that?
Like Top Chef and
this
stuff.
Is the box challenge. I always wondered for that. Because
and you have a chance to practice it, which really makes it interesting that if you know what it is, if you have a chance to practice it, how can you screw it up?
Right. Well, I mean, anything can happen on any given day, and nerves and cooking and temperatures and like everything's a
Gordon Ramsay breathing down your throat.
Well, it depends. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Hell's Kitchen situation. That's not exactly fun.
And Hell's Kitchen is one of them, I think, where you know in advance.
They've got a pretty much set menu anyway. It's always scallops. If you don't know how to make a damn risotto, you better get gone.
And beef Wellington, a stunning beef Wellington.
I love beef Wellington because of that stupid show. I make a pretty mean beef Wellington. Yep. Good morning, Ashley. Thanks for joining us.
That's the one that always amazes me. You know, even if you don't know what you're going to cook in advance, you know you're going to have to make beef Wellington.
Right.
And the people that consistently screw it up, I'm just like, okay, what's wrong with you people? I could do that. I could go on Top Chef and screw up beef Wellington.
And he's not a cook.
No, I'm not. Exactly the point. I could go on and screw it up.
I love it. Lynn Brenderson, who is from your, oh my goodness, is she a cook? The stuff that she comes up with, I vicariously eat with my eyes anytime she posts anything, and Cape Cod dining at home and anywhere else. Delicious foods. I'm inspired, yet you don't find me in the kitchen right now. I don't belong infecting anybody. Dunkin's got their new donuts out.
Oh,
they're
really?
donuts.
What?
Donuts. They're Valentine's love letters, apparently. There are 4 different kinds of donuts that are out for the next 2 weeks. I'm not a donut person.
I will.
I look like a donut person, but I'm not a donut person.
My downfall is donuts. If I want to start to drop weight, I just go to Doug's, get my coffee, get an egg and cheese wrap, and don't get the donut, and I'm fine.
Okay.
That's what does me in is the donuts.
Wasn't that your like dry January? You were off donuts?
Yes, I did pretty well. I did pretty well. I tripped up a couple of times when I needed the sugar rush, but
power to everybody who has made it through dry January. Leave it to our good friends over at Shipwrecked, where I'm going to be tonight to ruin everyone's sobriety. They're having like a party on Feb 1. Like, half price appetizers. Everybody celebrate. You did it. I feel like if I did 31 days of sobriety, I don't think I'd jump on back. Oh, Mari, you're doing well still?
Yeah, she still is. She's done really well.
Awesome. One day left, Mari.
And I said to her, so how about dry February?
Did she look at you and laugh?
I'm lucky I didn't knock on the door here and say, hey, Steph, can I
She's got a couple of wines poised,
can
ready
I go in
to
the
go.
extra room tonight?
She's so ready. So ready.
Right.
Dave, I made you coffee and pancakes once on my porch. You absolutely did make me coffee and pancakes. Thanks, Dave. Guess I'll get that donut for myself to say Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh. No, go to Madam Stephanie's speed dating thing.
Madam Stephanie's. I don't, he's a little too young for our speed dating event. He's just 21. I feel like I think we set the bar at 25 for this one.
Oh, okay.
But hey, it's good to know that if we need a male to round out our speed dating experience, I may call on you, Nathan.
He's a nice guy. He's cute. He's
Totally.
a good-looking guy.
I agree. He checks all of the boxes.
Nice.
I just don't know if these cougars are ready for him.
Oh,
right.
I mean, if they're cougars, they like the younger guys.
I don't know if they're ready for that. What status they're at. There's several layers of that. Puma, cougar, lions. There's like a whole chart, Hank.
I did not know that.
So I'm gonna have to take the list and look at the ratios of ladies that have signed up for this. And
do you ask them, are you a Puma or a cougar? Or
no. I just have to look at their age.
A
bracket.
granny or whatever. That's a category too. A granny.
Possibly. Yeah. Possibly.
Right.
Gotta love Cape Cod in the winter.
Yeah. That's why we live here.
Cape Cod RTA is offering fee-free trips for seniors and also people with disabilities. That's exciting news.
That's nice.
Yeah, you can just hop on the bus and go anywhere. I've taken the bus all the way to Provincetown and back. It's not that bad. It's kind of fun. Yeah.
Well, that could be fun to do sometime.
Yeah, it's a fun little day trip. I would get it from the Hyannis area.
Right.
And then go.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them that stop very little. Mm-hmm. So that's not a bad day trip.
Yeah, because parking down in Provincetown is a bit
very little. It's a bear.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
No pun intended.
Right.
It's a bear.
It's a
And once you get there, you might be able to see a baby shark.
I just ruined your day, folks. I'm sorry.
Hank did it.
I did it. Hate me today. It's okay. I did it.
I like that. You sounded so emphatic when you said it. Hate me today.
Hate me today. It's all right. I'm fine with it.
Happy Tuesday. So a photographer has captured a first, apparently. We've never seen a brand new baby great white.
Really?
And they got the whole, I don't know. Do they hatch? Do they birth?
I don't know I think they birth.
I don't know. Either way, a photographer captured it. Now they got the first ever baby great white.
Very nice.
So cute.
I saw a picture of the first picture they ever got of a clear octopus.
Oh.
I mean, it lives like thousands and thousands of feet below
the translucent octopus.
Yeah, you can look right through it. It is so cool.
Wild.
You can find it on GTS. You can find it, and it's really, really cool.
Did you just say GTS it?
Yeah.
I love it. Google that. Perfect. We've got Mardi Gras coming up. Oh, I got my fishing pole. I'm ready to see it in person. One of my friends is out there ice fishing, Caroline, who just recently relocated to Maine from Cape Cod, cut herself her little ice fishing pole. Her and her husband are like super outdoorsy people.
Really?
And they've got the whole snow what are those things called? I don't know, the snowmobiles.
Yeah.
Snowmobiles, they're ice fishing, they're doing all kinds of Maine sporty things.
Yeah.
I think I would die.
Yeah, that's not for me. Maybe for an hour, it'd be fun.
I guess if you're
proper
in proper gear, anybody can deal with any of that. I just don't know if I would want to. I would like to do it for one time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that would be like the forever. We're gonna do this again today.
No.
No. Did we already do that?
No, I'm gonna sit by the fire.
Yeah, right.
With a hot toddy from
we've discussed this. I'm an après ski kind of gal.
Right.
Go ahead, get on that mountain. I'll find you afterwards for a cocktail. That's where I am.
No, I'm a no-way ski kind of guy. So
no,
I'm not that coordinated.
Yeah, you're an après ski guy also.
Yes, I am.
Right.
Yep.
Maybe at the end.
Yes, absolutely. I know I'd hurt myself. I mean,
yeah, right. There comes a time. Most times.
Right.
All right. So Sandwich Police. I checked in with the blotter. I don't know if you took a look.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of it is check-ins.
Yeah.
Well-being checks, which is fine. This well-being check was initiated by a clinician when the man thought he smoked too much of the herbaceous plant the day before. That's what he called EMS. The day after,
right?
He's like, I just was waiting for it to wear off, and it never did. This is probably a condition. That made me laugh. And another one was a well-being check on an 18-year-old that just overslept.
Right.
Like, she was supposed to be at school today, and she's not.
Let's check on her.
Also, do you call the police for a box in the road? That was what people were calling.
Right.
A box in the road.
Yep.
A suspicious box? No, it's just a box.
It's just a box.
So they called the police, and the police officer just came and moved the box out of the road. Like, okay.
Well, the people in the villages were concerned last week. That the snowplows were driving around too much.
Okay. Aren't you on like a board over there? Aren't you?
No,
on like
I'm
meeting?
not. No.
Oh, okay.
No. They were concerned that the snowplows were driving around too much. That the street was already clear.
Yeah.
And why were they going back and forth?
Oh.
Because apparently somewhere in the fine print, they have a contract, the management or whatever has a contract where our HOA fee pays for, 2 feet of snow. And after 2 feet, then we're all going to share the expenses of.
Oh, so they don't want to pay for it.
So they don't want to pay more.
Right.
But I had a laugh. The response back from management was, they're just trying to make sure that the road is really clear.
Right.
And I'm thinking to myself, sure. So another group of people won't complain that the road is icy.
Right.
So
you don't win in that situation. You know that, right?
No. See, that's why I'd never go on the board. I was in politics and I did that, but in an enclosed area like that, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because you'd immediately know, when the caller ID
the
comes
Gladys
up,
Kravitzes
comes up.
Oh, here she is, again. Mrs. Miller.
I know.
Just calling again.
Yep. And the slowdown lady is back.
Oh, perfect. I love her.
Yep. I was going 19. She's out walking her dog going.
That's awesome.
I came home and I told Mari, and Mari said, so did you stop and talk to her? I said, you really don't want me doing that if you want business in this place.
You should, though. Or you should put like some like speedometer thing that's on the front of your car, like just a little thing that flashes the current, what you're going, just so you can say, here it is.
Get out and say what? Maybe, hi, you've been waving to me for the last year and a half, and I'm sorry I haven't stopped.
Well, if you're going 19, you can conceivably pick up one of the paddles that Cliff just ordered with the dry erase board to write down the speed in which you're going and wave it at her.
Right.
While you're driving by.
And her husband.
Give her a 10.
Her husband, she has a husband. God. He carries the dog. He doesn't walk the dog. He carries.
Does anybody have anybody in their neighborhood like that? I do. I have neighbors that are dog walkers. Only they walk with their dog in a carriage.
Oh, Mariana and I thought it'd be fun to get a carriage for the cats, but
it's a dog.
We haven't used it.
They need to. We have a field across the street. Yes, my road gets a little bit busy, but what's the point of going for a walk with your dog if your dog's not walking?
Right.
It's not like the city where you got to transport it.
Right. And if your dog is sick, you probably shouldn't have it outside anyway.
I don't know what the status is with that latest dog situation that was going on with the fevers and the.
Yeah, that seems to have dropped from the headlines. Doesn't
Which
mean
is
it's
good.
gone. It's just dropped from
Well,
the
it's
headlines.
winter. We're not sharing water bowls and being close proximity to stuff like that.
I would never share a water bowl with a dog.
Well, that's good news, Hank.
Just wanted to reassure you. Oh my goodness.
Today's going to be a good day.
Oh, I think so.
We've got I'm looking forward to Mardi Gras. We always do like a little baby Mardi Gras celebration in my house. I really just make jambalayas, and it's an excuse for me to make beignets, which I find delicious.
Oh, beignets
Those are
good.
sort of donuts.
Right.
But basically, they're just fried dough. Anything fried dough.
Right. Oh, anything fried dough. Absolutely.
Easy. Oh my gosh. It's like having a fair at home. It's so exciting.
Yes. Love fried dough.
Did you see what's the latest with Jay Leno? I guess he had to file conservatorship for his wife. Mavis has terrible Alzheimer's.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. So I guess he had to file. I was surprised that you hadn't. And I brought it up because I know you're a big fan.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the situation with they've been together 44 years right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that means, why you would have to do that.
Wow.
Is that an insurance situation, or is that what?
She's always been behind the scenes. You very rarely saw her.
So I'm just curious why one would have to file for conservatorship. And I don't know if we have any lawyers or estate planners or anybody that is on our feed right now, but I'm curious why someone would have to do that for their spouse.
Well, I think she has her own foundation.
Oh.
So maybe that's why.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, these are valid reasons. I was just very curious why one would have to do that.
Plus the story has been all along, he never cashed a check from the Tonight Show.
I'm not surprised.
He just lived off his endorsements and all the money he made doing stand-up, and his car collection is well known and all of that. But no, I did not know that.
Len thinks money management.
Yeah, it's weird when you think of somebody like Jay Leno, when you realize, oh, he really is that old.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
when you leave TV too, I feel like you forever have this view of someone.
Right.
Like you saw them in a specific role, or you saw them do something, and that's how you picture them kind of forever.
Right.
And then when you see them not looking like that, you're like, oh, what happened?
Yeah. Yeah. And actually,
we haven't seen him in 30 years.
And actually, he looks pretty good after the fire and had plastic surgery in the side of his face.
You guys have it so much easier than women do. I
Why?
feel like you age better than women do.
Oh.
Guys in general do, for whatever reason.
I think so.
Maybe because you're low maintenance to begin with. So it's really not much changes there for you.
Good to hear that I'm low maintenance.
Guys are, in general, generalizationing here, lower maintenance than women.
Right.
My husband's more maintenance than me, but that's different. His lotions and and that's basically because my daughter with his skincare.
Oh, all
She's
right.
like, your bags, you're this, you're this.
Oh,
and he just listens to her.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's got hundreds of dollars worth of products that I'm like, seriously? I don't have to worry about skincare because I just use his.
Okay. Mari got me some skincare stuff for under my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm getting the baggy eyes. So
it happens.
I wanted to take care of that. Well, it happens. Yeah.
He had baggy eyes at 20, though. I think that's just because of our children.
No, baggy eyes and the dark circle tend to run in my family. So we're gonna get after it and see if we can knock it down.
Well, you're doing a great job. You know who is not having their big birthday party this year is Oprah. Oprah's turning 70 years old.
Really?
And she does not want a party. She's like, no, normally she has these lavish, ridiculous parties.
Her birthday was yesterday.
And no party for her this year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
She looks good.
Well, maybe because that's what she's like. I'm not going to be tempted.
Right.
Body by Ozempic. Not going to be tempted by this. I don't want any of your lavish parties. Get out of here. She's enjoying her revenge body.
Right. I mean, how many times has she gone through, this is my new diet?
It's sad to me that that's really like what she's going to be remembered for mostly is like her struggle with that. Yeah. Carrying the wagon of fat that she lost the first time that she lost all that weight and yo-yo dieting for all of her life.
Yep.
I mean, yes, there's the book club. Yes, she's amazing, but it's like the Jenny Craig thing and the Weight Watchers thing, and then all of them. I mean, that I feel like that's a female struggle, and if you've ever been heavy in your life and you've yo-yo dieted, you definitely know the plight of Oprah and the story of the up and down.
Right. And then
70 years of it.
And then there's Marie Osmond, who's had too much work.
A lot of work.
I mean, she doesn't even look like herself.
No, she still sounds like herself, though.
I know, but those whatever diet thing she does, you see the commercials and you have to look for a second and go, is that Marie Osmond? Oh, yeah, I guess
I
that
think
is Marie
she's
Osmond.
happy because on stage, she looks still like regular Marie Osmond of like the last 40 years.
Yeah.
Up close, you're like, what? Why?
Why?
Why did you do this?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they bother. I mean, at some point, it just must be vanity or someone tells them they have to, because at a certain point, everybody knows who you are and everybody knows what you look like. And
right.
What are you going to do?
You're just going to be judged regardless. So you got to do what makes you happy.
Right.
Doesn't matter what other people think.
People are going to look at you and comment on.
Regardless, it does not matter.
You know
what you do.
Harrison Ford would be a perfect candidate to have work done, except he never did.
Yeah, why?
Because he looks
right.
Yeah, he looks his age. You know,
I still think he's attractive, even in his current status. Yeah. And I'm sure they've slapped on a ton of makeup. But there's a TV show that he is currently on, and it's Netflix, Hulu. I can't remember it. He's a therapist. I guess he's like kind of crotchety, and he's the only one in the entire staff or the team on the show that's not in the group chat.
Oh, really?
Like, he's not fun. He's not in the group chat.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be me. That'd be me for sure.
You're not missing anything by not being in the freaking group chat. I'm in about 7 of them right now with all of my girlfriends, and I'm like, God, no.
Don't care.
I don't need to be in this.
Nope. Nope. And he has a younger wife, significantly younger, and they've been married for a long time.
Well,
now.
They said they were trying to bring back Ally McBeal, and she said, "Go, write it. I'm in. Let's do it."
Oh, I'd watch that immediately.
Would you?
That was one of my favorite shows. I don't know why.
Ashley says Oprah doesn't want to give up her 69. Where's my drum roll for you, Ashley?
Bada boom. There we go.
That's a good one.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it was.
Perfect. I saw this story about parenting and I loved it.
Yes.
There's a mother that was on TikTok and she sent out this video.
Mm-hmm.
And every single day at 4 p.m., she's got children. I forget what their ages are, but I think it's like 3 children under 5.
Oh, God bless her.
Right. And she calls it whatever makes you happy hour.
Uh-huh.
And so for 1 hour, they get to do whatever it is the hell that they want to do.
Works for me.
I mean, I saw some real doozies in there with like flour, lots of messes in that kitchen. But you know what? For 1 hour, it's whatever makes you happy hour. It's at 4 p.m. every single day. And she says it's awesome. I don't have to tell them no or whatever. They're just within reason, within the home, can do whatever it is that they want to do. Watch TV, veg out. She's like, my daughter loves taking a bath. She's in there for a full hour. Let her swim. The other one's like making potions in the kitchen.
Right.
And I love that.
And then they have it out of their system.
Supposedly, I mean, I guess it works for her, but I feel like, oh, good for you, Nate. Went back to the gym yesterday.
Good for you, Nate.
I canceled my gym appointment yesterday because no one wanted my infectious self in there.
Oh, funny how that worked.
I'll be back at it on Wednesday.
Yep.
But I feel like whatever makes you happy hour should be a thing that we do for everyone. I think that that's a good lesson of life.
Right. I don't know what I would do. What would you do?
Sleep.
Oh.
Watch bad TV, apparently.
And there you go.
I had a whatever makes you happy day, and all I did was watch trash. So,
I mean, I need my power nap every day.
Yeah.
It's gone from 15 to 20 minutes to maybe 30 or 40, 45 minutes, but
that's okay.
I need my power nap.
You're up early.
Yes, I am. I'm up early every morning, one way or the other. Either I'm coming here or the cats know, oh, hey, this one gets up early.
They're awful.
So they're looking for me.
I had a day yesterday where I woke up to.
Oh, isn't that the worst?
I'm like, no.
Oh, that is the worst. And then you've got to run around and try to find it.
And I was sick and I had a fever. And it was like, they incorporated it into my dream. And I'm like, is it happening? And then Cliff was like, why do you have to wake me up? for everything.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry.
And you think they're going to die. That's the thing. You think they're going to die.
I'm like, no. Where is it?
I mean, they sound like some 82-year-old man on his deathbed.
And my husband's going, no, he's just chewing on something. He's just playing with something. Nope, you were right. Found it. Now.
Yep.
Oh, I did not have a great day yesterday. It was not awesome. So I could use a whatever makes me happy hour pretty much every single day. I need to schedule that in my phone. I feel like that would make me happy.
Yeah. Anybody
Anybody else doing anything with their kids that you feel like is like a success story? I like sharing things with others.
Right. I don't know. Excuse me, folks. I'm still. We don't have a kill switch here, so.
No, you got to just like whatever. I'll lower you down.
All right. every like I don't know 5 minutes or so.
Right, just wave.
Just slow me down for a minute, and I'll go. And I'll sound like a cat.
My cat this morning.
Like it's going to die.
Seriously.
Right.
All right. I think I've got so much stuff to catch up on.
Really? Well, yeah, because you took yesterday off.
Not great. But we do have a brand new events page that I want to let everybody know about, events on cape.com. If you're wondering where the heck are we and who or what, you got a free night and you're like, I want to fill it with something fun. We've got that for you, events on cape.com. You can go there and find out our schedule of events because it is becoming larger. And I feel like I want to have we're having an announcement.
Which button is that?
I don't know. I can't.
Oh, push it. Any button. Except that one.
We have cabin fever coming. March 2nd.
Oh my Lord.
I know. I've got to double check on the date before I announce that we're going to be having this huge party, which I'm very excited for. I'm going to get tickets all squared away. Cabin fever is going to be happening over at Sea Dog, and it is going to be 2 to 5, and the Midnight Society is going to be playing. We've got t-shirts in the works. Our fabulous art designer is making some fun cabin fever t-shirts.
Is he going to be over there making his t-shirts or
No. Cliff is not going to be making the t-shirts. We're outsourcing that one.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be, but we'll be at Sea Dog, and it is 2 to 5. We are raising some funds for Habitat for Humanity, and we've got food, we've got t-shirts, we've got giveaways, and I'm very much looking forward to reigniting the cabin fever and the party, which is going to be over at Sea Dog. So I will have more details for that today as we start releasing some tickets for this event. It's going to be a party. Get ready for it. Yeah, it is going to be the day. Oh, the day after Mardi Gras would be fun, but it's not. Hi, Michael Anthony. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Michael, how are you? And Michael, why don't you
plug the
page that you have with Mari? He's got a page 2 going now.
What is your new page?
Everything Cape Cod, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I should. But
yeah, right. You should.
I don't.
Also, she said it was the day after Mari Day.
Oh, Mari Day. Yes, March 1st
that
is
is
Mari
coming up.
Day. March 10th is Mario Day.
Yes.
That's where she got the idea from. She saw her story about Mario Day, which is MAR10. And
yeah.
She saw her story about a bunch of Marios getting together. So then she decided, well, if March 10th can be Mario Day, March 1st can be Mari
It's a big
Day.
party. So maybe we'll make it the official Cabin Fever Mari party.
Yeah. Folks, just remember, okay, forgetting Mari Day for me is like not bringing the fries.
Yeah, right.
Okay. If you know that story, then you know.
Don't forget the day.
Don't forget the fries. Don't forget Mari Day.
All right. And what's going on again? You are talking about
just stories that I've seen lately about behind the scenes stuff on game shows and cooking shows. And I mean, we all know that the cooking shows are kind of sort of fake. I didn't realize they were as fake as they apparently are.
Right.
And the things that happen on game shows, you know, like Jeopardy, there's this whole, they do 5 Jeopardies in a day.
Yeah. Most of them batch filming like
Yeah.
that. You have to.
Yeah. So they only film 49 days out of the year.
It's not a bad schedule.
No, to do the whole thing. But you have to, if you're a contestant, you have to bring, enough clothes to make sure that it looks like you've changed, and
That's awesome.
and all of that, and Ken Jennings. Do you like Ken Jennings?
He's all right. He's kind of like a robot.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. He doesn't have enough charisma for me to want to hang out with.
Yeah. Oh, see, no, I like him.
It's nice having a smart friend. I don't know, Ken, tell him.
Right.
Ken, you know the answer.
Yep.
Ken, what's that?
Yep.
Like, it would be nice to have your own personal encyclopedia. That would be great.
Yeah.
That's what I think Ken would be.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd like to hang out with him, though. It's kind of how I judge most relationships. Would I want to spend a few hours with that person? I don't think I could do that.
Oh, I bet he'd be fun to talk to.
Possibly.
Just because of all the stuff he knows and all the things he's
I
done.
feel like that would be more of a Pez dispenser friendship.
Pez dispenser
Yes.
friendship?
I
What
need
does that
something
mean?
from you. Give me the candy, Ken. Give me the candy.
I have never heard that before. A Pez dispenser friendship. That's very interesting.
Right? Where you're just like, I just need something from you. Can you give that to me? Thanks.
Right.
That's
And I
what
guess,
would
and I
think.
guess he kind of does look like a Pez dispenser.
Well,
now
a
that
little.
think
I don't
about
know
it.
why.
Yeah.
I still haven't visited the Pez dispenser place, which is in Connecticut, right off the highway.
Oh, all right.
I think we need a field trip. Maybe
Oh.
February vacation. I'll take the kids. That's a day trip. Visit my dad's wife because dad's in Florida.
Visit your dad's wife.
Yeah.
He's in Florida, but
She's not retired. She's young.
Oh, okay.
She's got to work.
I see.
He's enjoying his retirement.
How did he work that out?
I don't know, but he's a smart man, apparently.
I need to talk to him. Because my wife is young.
No, right?
Sure.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's working out for you, Hank. But you need to talk about that. Get on that program.
I got to talk to Dad.
She stays at home and watches all the dogs and the cats that she rescues.
Right. Right.
She can't help but
She
adding
sells
more
houses.
living
I
souls.
stayed out in. Excuse me.
That's it.
Excuse
You
me,
can
take
check the houses.
me down. Right. Yeah, I'll go down to Florida and hang out, and she can.
I don't know how it works, but apparently it works for them. So good for them.
How long have they been married?
20 years.
Oh, I guess it's working.
Right?
And she lets him get away with it.
I don't think she loves it, but also I think she likes her time.
Ah,
He's a lot like me.
no. I find that so hard to believe.
Super weird, I know. Listen, 1180.com. You can get us on Roku TV, Alexa, Play, 1180 Radio. We've got a lot going on this week. So eventsoncape.com is where you can find us. And we're going to be talking about a little bit of a fundraiser here for Lemonadio. We've got some things that need to be taken care of, and we're going to be asking for your help. So we appreciate you. We love you.
It's not going to be one of those fundraisers where
God,
we're
no, not for
people
days.
hostage and
No.
say,
Mm-mm.
we're going to play opera until we get this amount of money.
No, but we
donations.
are going to be doing silly things for money, Hank.
Okay. Leave me out. I don't do silly things.
Well, you might have to be wearing costumes or otherwise. So,
Okay. Oh boy.
more on that coming up for you, everybody. We hope you have a really good day. And if not, there's always tomorrow. We'll talk to you then.
See you later, kids.
Bye. Come on, Hank. Just a clown suit? No?
Clown suit's okay.